The path of least resistance. Now, this is not a new concept. Anybody who has studied Buddhism will have heard this phrase before, and of course then it's made its way into mainstream self-development work. But it's something that's worth talking about, I feel, because I think often our lives can get into effortful spaces, like we're pushing the rock uphill, forcing things against the river, all that sort of thing, without realising it. I had such an experience today, which is why I thought, oh, I must talk about this. I was trying to do some promotion for something I'm putting together, and I thought, oh, I saw something someone else had done. I thought, oh, that looks really good. I like that. I'll do something like that. So I sat down and went into a complete state of effort because I couldn't get my head around it. Couldn't figure out what I needed to do. All kinds of like literal blocks, which then result in the state of feeling inadequate and there's something wrong with me. I can't do this. Blah blah blah. And so I thought I need to let that go. And then thought about this situation and I went, well, when I did this last year, I just did this, and this, and it worked. And then I thought, why did I not do what worked last year? Because I had something that worked. And then I tried to do something different, which was forceful and not flowing. So I thought, oh, this is important to talk about because often we think we need to be somewhere other than where we are in order to create whatever it is we want to do or be next, which can put us in a state of effort. And in my experience, and as I was finding this morning, it is always the path of least resistance that opens the most doors, that gets us to the place we want to be at, not the path of most effort. So sometimes we have to create a bit of structure. Sometimes we have to carve aside the time to do the mindset shifting, take the inspired action. But more often than not, it's a flowing space that we want to be following. It's recognizing that time isn't this linear 9 to 5 experience, that actually it's ongoing all the time. And so when we don't necessarily get things done in a specific time frame that we have mentally decided is the time frame, it doesn't mean we are a failure. It doesn't mean the thing isn't going to shift. It doesn't mean what we want isn't going to happen. It just means it's not happening in our mental idea of the timeline that we've set out there. And again, this all ties in with health and well-being, because if we put ourselves in a state of effort, we are eroding our nervous system, our immune system, and that puts us in a state of stress. We get in a state of stress, we start to lose our energy, we start to feel tired, etc., etc. So it's another case for following that path of least resistance, the path of ease, the path of flow, because that is going to be the one that supports our health and well-being. And so, there's a myriad of things going through my head now as I'm talking about this. If we want to, say, make changes to our diet or how we eat, employing an effortful process to change that is only going to result in basically the body digging its heels in and saying, no, I'm not doing that. So, where are you with this idea? How are you living at the moment? Are you in that state of grace? Are you following that path of least resistance? Or are you trying to push that boulder uphill? And if so, maybe let go. See what happens. You might get new ideas. You might, often when we let go of something, it creates the space for a new thought to come in, a new idea for something else that we want to do that is more in alignment with us than the thing we thought we needed to do. Say, or be. So have a look at that space for yourself, see where you're at. If you need any help, I work one-to-one, specifically with women, helping them find that state of grace and joy and flow and ease in themselves, with their bodies, and living their lives. Bye.